What's going on, guys? This is Gio,
I'm Nate.
and this is
Miami Bros Pod.
all right. So let's get into the topic for today: why the trip can never leave the group chat. First thing we're gonna talk about today is the bystander effect. So by that, we're talking about the planning the trips, putting in the group chat, and then from there, either no one's not saying anything, or they're all like, yeah, yeah, for sure. We're gonna go do this, gonna go to Puerto Rico, go to Iraq, all that good stuff, and just a watching party from there.
Literally. And black people, we suck. I can speak about that. Like, it was my birthday actually last week. Thank you for the wishes. And a month ago, I told the group chat, let's go jet skiing. Oh, no, let's rent a boat and have a good party. Let's just have fun. Everybody said, yeah, let's go. We're down. We're down. And as you can tell, we did not go on that boat. The only person who told me that they cannot go is Gio. Everybody else, except for one other person, didn't even answer me. And I literally will read off what I texted them so they know when to pay for, how much to pay for. I literally wrote it all out for them, and they still couldn't. Damn, what's that word?
What were we talking about?
The word where... What, communicate? That and pull through. Like, bro, we about to be on a boat, and you about to bring some girls. Like, I'm a loyal man. I'm taken. I have a girlfriend, but like, they could have brought their girls, and they would have had a fun time also. But let me read this little text that I wrote for them. And by me, I meant my girlfriend wrote it, and I just put in my slang. So I said, "Y'all boys, changing plans. Instead of the game night, I'm doing a yacht party. It's still on August 18th, and let me know if you guys are down. It's gonna be $120 due by August 4th. If y'all get it, all I need is a proper head count, and then we can get food also." That's what I sent to them. Everybody said, bet, let's go. That's cool. And as you can tell, 3 weeks later, no one told me anything. And I did reach out and asked, what are we doing? Are we still on? And of course...
It's not the first time something like that happened, really.
Not.
We've tried planning many trips, actually, and, to add on pretty much to that, it's like we plan it, everyone's just like, yeah, we're going to go. And then when the time comes, it's just completely forgotten about. Nobody says anything.
Literally.
And then some time passed to be like, yo, weren't we supposed to go do this? And I'm just like, yeah, obviously. And, I just like to watch and see things happen because, especially over the years with our friend group, if I don't plan something, it's not really going to happen if I don't follow up with it. So
that is facts. He is the captain of the ship. And that's a joke, from that show, that movie with Tom Hanks. But it is true. He is the captain of the ship. We are all high school friends. We all met, or most of us met in ninth grade. Some of us met before that. Roughly 6 years old.
I met Roderick in well, actually I didn't meet him until I came to Somerset, actually. We just went to the same middle school, huh?
Oh, so middle school, y'all.
We didn't know each other, but we just went to the same middle school. Yeah, I had no idea who Roderick was. Nah. Yeah, our middle school was something crazy, but
so we met ninth grade, me and Jill. We had second period together. It was history, U.S. history with Mr. Stein. The story about Mr. Stein, he may have
I don't know if you want to mention this on the
allegedly podcast. May have been a little weird. I don't want to get sued, so I won't say what I really want to say. But yeah, he was a weird fella. He was not teaching after that year, though. I can tell you that. But yeah, so I guess should we introduce? Well, we can't really introduce the group. They're not here, but
nah.
It's 6 of us. Rod, you, Andre, Malik.
Me listening to hear who this 6 is. Go ahead.
Oh, he wasn't there though at that time. He didn't come to 10th grade. 11th grade.
So was that 5?
That's 5.
Oh, all right.
Oh, wait, no, me. So yeah, so
all right, the original 6. Yeah.
The original 6.
So I mean, yeah. So enough.
And we've never been on a trip outside of Pembroke Lakes Mall.
No, literally, we never been on a trip to anywhere. I mean, I remember hearing Airbnb trips. Yeah, I went to where I went to the DR for a week. with my other friends for their birthday. You know, it was actually very simple to plan that. They pretty much just, planned it out. Say, this is the day we're going. Let me know. This is the payment. Paid, and I was out. Had a super fun time in DR resort. Everything paid for. Transportation, food 3 times a day, entertainment, clubbing. Took us to a club and all. What's that thing called? Coco Bongo. Yeah. In DR.
DR sound fancy.
I didn't
And
know.
now, I know you were taken, but like, how was the women? Was it like how they show on TikTok?
I'm not authorized
To say that.
to say about what happened back then. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. As we now move into our next subject. Now moving on to the next thing,
Yeah.
money. The most simplest thing. Sometimes people don't want to talk about is actually could be the next issue right there. To be very honest,
True.
not having money to go on the trip and not really communicating that either. We definitely understand it's 2023. Prices are increases for everything these days. What's that thing? It's like meaning like car due, rent due, everything due, whatever, all that. Yeah, everything is more expensive these days.
It's a ride, bro. Gas is what, $4 almost right now? $3.78.
I mean, I take premium, so
It's been $4.
it has always been above $4 for me.
It's like $2.85. That's probably expensive.
That's only 2 gallons though. It's only 2 gallons. 2 out of 10 gallons. So I mean, it helps out a little bit, but
I'll be honest, there has been some trips I've canceled on because I didn't have enough money to be comfortable. I don't like people paying for me. I don't like owing people, as some of you may agree. So I don't want to be a burden. So if I can't afford it twice, like my parents told me, then I ain't gonna go. But granted, I'm only one person out of the 6. So if I'm not going, that doesn't mean the other 5 can't go, which is technically up to them, but it is what it is. I'll be honest. I didn't budget right at the time.
mm-hmm.
But now, I've been down for the past 2 years. I have my own money. I pay my bills, but it's not as much as other people, so I can't afford certain things. But, people still just don't want to go.
I don't know. I mean, I definitely agree with what you're saying, Nate. But I mean, there's so much like. Sorry about that. There's so much like payment plans, things that they have these days. Like you don't have to pay it all in full. Airbnb, I'm sure they have some kind of payment plan, but regardless, if we all put our money together, it's so much easier. So much cheaper. I mean, Nate, how much times have you seen me go out of town with people?
Every time, and I'm jealous. Well, now I'm starting to go out with my other friends.
No.
I'm not as jealous, but there was times I was like, bro, why you didn't invite me?
Bro, Nate, you got to understand. Anytime I go to all these places, Nate, I don't say anything because I know it's not going to make it out the group chat. Literally, it's not going to make it nowhere. So there's absolutely no point.
I know we can't be the only ones. Well, maybe we might be the only dysfunctional group, which is also our group chat name.
Chat name. So
and it lives up to its name literally every day.
Literally. So.
But yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe me and Jill will take a trip.
Where we out to? I want to go to Texas. I need to look at some homes down there.
Actually. Well, you're not really an anime type of dude, but there is a convention out there in July, and I'm going next year. So if you want to come, we can kill 2 birds and stuff.
All right, anime convention next. Well, I mean,
this video game.
No, I get you. It's just how the transportation. We're gonna figure it out later. The transportation for that. See, now we actually planning a trip. We're gonna see if that actually.
I know you would come.
Of course, bro. First of all,
bad happens.
It is so easy to plan a trip with me. I cannot emphasize it. You literally tell me what we're doing, how much it's going to cost, and I'm sending money or I'm booking it. It's very simple. It's very simple, honestly. I mean, I just came from, I think my last trip was like up to Orlando for like 3 days for my friend's birthday. With that, we literally planned that within like 2 days. My friend hit me up. All my trips are literally planned within just a couple days. That's what you don't understand, Nate. It's like someone just hit me up like, yo, let's just go to Orlando for my birthday, get an Airbnb, drinks, whatever, have a good time. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, it's so simple. I think it was only like 5 of us actually at that time. So it's real simple. It's not that hard to really plan a trip. I mean, I've done it impulsively for like the past 3 years now, just taking trips places. So, I mean, it is what it is. Just put the money together and it's that simple. So
it's never over $200.
Never.
To be honest, that's what a quarter of everybody's check, even if you get paid $4 an hour. Like, just be for real, 200 is not that much money.
A quarter?
No, a quarter of their check.
It's not a quarter of my check.
Well, yeah, you get money.
All right.
You're rich.
Definitely not.
Now, let me tell you what he drives. I won't tell
They
them.
won't respect it, first of all.
Oh yeah.
They don't understand what it is.
You'll see Instagram.
If you know what a Honda Civic Type R is, you know how much it costs and how much it is more valuable than a regular Civic. If you don't, and you're probably a non-car person watching this, you're probably just like, it's a Honda Civic. Like, what do you mean by that?
It's a Lamborghini in the car world. Just say that.
It's very respected on the track and everything like that. Just know it's a $50,000 car, basically. So
yeah, we just flex on us. We're broke, but I guess it's something we gotta live with. I'll never go on a trip with the boys. And now that I got a girlfriend, I really don't want to go on a trip with the boys because why do I want to be in a house full of meat? Like, let's be for real.
There's plenty of ways you could have said that, but that's the way you made it come out.
Yeah,
All right.
Sausage party. I don't want to be in a sausage party. But yeah, we was actually supposed to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I already
we do this like every year, actually. Every year we talk about going to Halloween Horror Nights, and it never happens. So
I went in replace of somebody last year with my other friend group. And ever since then, I've been going every year.
You know,
granted, I wasn't the first choice, but I was fine with that as long as I got the invite.
I did notice that, Nate, that you've been going out with other friend groups. I'm like, good for Nate. I ain't feel bad. I'm like, good for Nate. How did this friend group like, we ain't gonna get nowhere. I don't even know how we make it to Premier League Small, so or Aventura. So all that. I mean, even you weren't there, Nate, but actually, let me tell you guys a story. We went to the fireworks show. I was about to say, when was that? July 4th, actually. And we got there mad late because we were actually waiting on one person. By the time we actually got to the beach, the show already ended, and we had to walk for parking. And then actually what happened, someone lost their keys on the beach, and I had to wait a couple hours for a tow truck. I had AAA, but then when they came, they couldn't fit under the garage. And then we had to come back the next day. It was more weight. It was just hectic. So just know we're always late for everything. If we even make it somewhere, we're always late. So
it's kind of sad now you think about it. Like, you think it would stop when we turned 18, adults. But I feel like we got worse.
I mean, it got easier for me.
But
yeah, I don't know. And it's not to talk down on anyone's like financial situation. Like, I've definitely went on trips and like paid for people, or paid a little bit more, at the expense of others, just to make it on the trip. So it's not even that. If a person just like, I don't got it like that, but it's what I can. Maybe if I pay for a certain amount this time, and when the trip comes, they can pay me back or whatever. But it just never gets to that point. So that's pretty much it. All right, so last thing that we want to talk about actually is not even being serious about it. The whole trip, I mean, just plan it, saying things, whatever, things like that. And people
we want to hear at the time of us planning it. So
maybe it just sounds great, and they're like, man, I don't got no money for it, or I don't even really want to go, or I don't know. I mean, it all kinds of ties into what we're talking about, the bystander effect, money, and not even serious, but it all ties in together, really, to different things. What you said?
Communication.
Oh, yeah, I mean, communication for sure. I mean, if you don't want to go, no one's forcing you to go, Definitely just let us know. Not everyone has to go on a trip. It could be just 3 people, could be just 4, whatever.
Less cars we got to take also.
What you said?
Less cars we got to take.
Oh, yeah, less cars for sure. Less cars for sure.
I don't want to drive my car.
I usually drive my car when I go to Orlando, actually. I don't mind. Just one gas. Yeah, just fill up the gas one time, drive up, I'm good.
What do you get, like 250?
What do you mean?
Miles. I mean.
Oh yeah, it's like 300. It's actually not that good.
That's better than mine. It's only 250. Barely.
You have a regular car though.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, but my girl got a camera. She gets 300.
My SI actually was able to get 400 going up to Orlando.
How the heck did you have 400 on one tank of gas?
1.5 liter, bro. Great on gas. Anyways, we're not here to talk about gas though. What were we just talking? Oh yeah. Never serious about it. So, I mean, yeah, it's just a communication thing. If you don't want to go on the trip in the first place or anything like that, just let somebody know. I recently had like a trip that was going on a cruise. I wasn't able to go at that time. And it was the same friends that I went to DR with, and I let them know. I wasn't going to be able to go on that trip for the cruise. It was actually a tough decision I made, Nate. Some people may not be able to like it. It was either the cruise or new tires. What would you have picked?
Yeah, the responsible choice would be new tires.
Responsible, new tires.
Responsible.
I definitely did see those Instagram posts, and I was like, you know what? Those tires could have waited. I don't think they were showing thread yet.
How long was the cruise?
Huh?
How long was the cruise?
Oh, it's like 5 days. So,
If
but the good
if it
thing
was
is,
3, I'd be like, it's cool. But 5, yeah.
the good thing is that they had to pay for internet, so I actually didn't see what they were posting until after. So it's like after I'm gonna see like a whole bunch of content. I'm like, damn. But at least during it, 'cause I'm looking, I'm just like waiting to see the content. I'm not seeing anything. I'm like, they must be having a bad time. Nah, I don't want you guys to have a bad time, but
We going to Carnival?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think it was Carnival. I think it was Carnival.
Actually, I do have a story about Carnival. Or not Carnival, just cruising in general. That internet joke, I mean, that internet bill is no joke. Please, if you do go on a cruise, turn your cellular off, turn your Bluetooth off, just turn it all off because they they will charge you. I fell asleep first day on the cruise. Actually, I went in June recently. First day on the cruise, having fun, great time. Still have a little service, but we're still in the port of Miami. Then we eat. We go out for like a little. I think it was like a comedy show, and then me and my girl fell asleep in the room. I didn't turn my cellular off or my roaming, so when I woke up, I got a text from AT&T saying, well, at first they sent me a 50% of your data is being used. You should probably turn your cellular off. Not verbatim, but that's pretty much what they said. And then the second message, when I actually woke up and I saw it, it said 100% of your data has been used. It will now cost you $100. And yeah, so I didn't have a phone for the rest of the. It was a 10-day cruise, by the way, so I didn't have a phone for the rest of the 10-day cruise.
Yeah, I kind of want to jump in here because you said AT&T.
Yeah.
And I have AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to the DR, actually, it was a completely different
It
situation.
was.
No, listen, it's
That
different
was
than
question
you.
mark.
Yeah. Oh, question mark. Yeah. The only so basically my data, basically I was trying to use like my normal, roaming data, whatever, down there by accident, and I realized I was able to use it. I was able to text, call, WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever. It don't matter where I was because there was times where we did leave the resort. And I realized AT&T, they texted me. They're like, "Oh, we see that you're out the country for $20 more, unlimited data, text, call, and all that." But you said you would charge like $100-something.
Yeah.
I only charged like $20 for like the whole 5 days,
If I
and
would
that
look
included
it up,
everything.
I could find the AT&T and show and read it out, but until I find it, I'll just keep saying it. But yeah, so and
That's
I was
crazy.
the only one who fell asleep and that happened to, because everybody else was like, "Oh yeah, we've been turned it off," and I was like,
Just you didn't know, man.
"Yeah." So I had to pay my father the $100 when we got off the boat, and the crazy part is, I gave it to him, and he went straight to the casino and betted it, and he lost it. So we both was like, we both were just like, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, great cruise though. You've never been on a cruise before?
Nah, not yet. My mom was actually planning the cruise for her birthday, November 5th.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
That's right.
So supposed to be going on the cruise.
With just you and her? Or
No, with that family. Yeah, family. Supposed to go down with
Cruise
family.
is,
So.
in my opinion, one of the best bets for your money. Maybe $1,500. Yeah, $1,500 for a week, give or take. Food included, entertainment.
It's not bad.
Best bet, in my opinion, if you
Not
want
bad
to
at all.
travel somewhere and multiple places at that.
I just realized though, we got on a whole tangent about cruises and everything, and we were just getting back to the subject of not being serious about going. But I mean that's overall everything. I mean, if you're just not serious, just communicate it. Really, there's nothing more than that.
It is literally just say, "Hey, bro, I can't make it. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for telling me." That's literally all you have to say instead of just doing ghosts and sending memes on Instagram.
I'm dead. Like for his birthday, that's actually what I did. I reached out to him on the side. I'm like, "Listen, money ain't good right now. I'm really sorry." And they actually sent him like a whole big message. I actually felt stupid after. He was like, "Oh, it's all right." And I'm like, "Oh."
Yeah, at that point, I was over it. Me and my girl was like, "I hate your friends. They suck." And I was like, "Tell me about it." But
I don't suck.
Yeah, and then I stood up for the people who actually told me that they couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's whatever at this point. It's if I want to leave the country or if I want to go somewhere, I'm either going with my cousins, my other friend group, or my girl. because I know they're gonna at least come through and chill.
Thank you.
My newfound travel partner.
Got you. All over the place, Nate. Just hit me up. I want to go to Texas. I want to go to New York. I want to go visit California too.
Hey, we can do that next year. Let's go.
Yeah. So.
And if I get my my certification and start working for the airlines,
that's free.
Close, discounted. I get like a round trip for $40.
My friend gets it for free. Why don't you get it for free?
Get it either or she.
No, it's he. I mean, not saying that she can't. Don't cancel me. But no, he'll moving around actually. But I believe he works at a Miami airport currently.
For an airline.
But yeah, for an airline.
Is he an actual?
No, he's like a mechanic.
Oh, hey, I definitely need to get in touch with him.
Yeah, he gets free flights. So.
Well, yeah, okay. Certain airlines gives free flights, but from what I was told from my other friend that works at an airline, he says as long as there's a seat open, you get either a discounted or sometimes free. In Gilles' friend's case, but either way, we outside. Let's go.
All right, thank you all for watching. This has been the first episode of Miami Bros Pod. On the next episode, we're going to talk about why you should not date in college. Till next time, we'll see you next week.